Today, we are going to learn about notes on the staff. This is a music staff, or sometimes you can see it spelled as S-T-A-V-E. This is where we place our music notes. There are 5 lines on the staff, and in between the lines, there are 4 spaces. We always count from the bottom. So this is space number 1, space number 2, space number 3, and space number 4. Very often, we will see a symbol on the left of the staff. These are called clefs, and over here we have the treble clef, which tells us that we are going to write notes that have a higher pitch. When we place notes in the spaces like this, these are called space notes. There are 2 other space notes that I would like you to take note of. One is here, and the other one is here. Can you tell that they are space notes too? No? How about now? That's right. So with these imaginary lines, we can see that these notes fall in the spaces too. And all of them are space notes. These are the letter names of our space notes. They look quite difficult to remember, don't they? Well, I have an easy way. Take a look here. The notes in the space, they spell F, A, C, and E. That's right. What does it spell? You're right. It spells the words face. So if we want to know how to name these notes, we just have to think of the word face. Let's try. What note is this? Very good. This is an F because it is in the first space. So we think of the first letter of the word face, and that is an F. How about this one? This note is in the third space. So we think of the third letter of face, F, A, C. Very good. This is a C. How about this? Second space, F, A. Well done. Finally, this one. You're right, that's an E. Very good. So these are our space notes. Other than drawing notes on the space, we can draw them on the line too, like this. And when notes are on the line, they are called, you guessed it right, they are called line notes. There's an extra line note that I would like you to take note of, and this line note, for this line note, we have to draw our own line, like this. And these are the letter names of all our line notes. Is there an easy way to remember them? Let's see. The 5 notes on the line spell E, G, B, D, F. Does it spell any word? Not quite, right? Well, what if we make it into a sentence? Like this. We can say, every good boy does fine. E, G, B, D, F. Every good boy does fine. So if we see a line note and we want to know what is the letter name for it, we can think of the sentence. Are you ready for the test? Let's try. What is this? This is a line note on the third line. 1, 2, 3. So let's think of the sentence. Every good boy. There you go. This is a B. How about this one? Oh, that's easy. That's an E, isn't it? Every. And this one? Every good boy does fine. F, that's an F. Well, you guys are getting faster. Good. How about this? Every good boy does. That's a D. Well done. Finally, this one. That's right. This is a G. So there you go. These are our line notes. Let's see how it will look like if we place all the line and the space notes together on the staff. First, let's have the lowest one, and that's a line note. And then you go a step up, we have a space note. And then we go, next one will be a line, followed by a space, and then a line, a space, line, space, line, space, line, space. Wow, we have so many notes now. And their letter names. The first one is a C. The next one, we just have to follow, okay? So after C will be A, B, C, D. Very good. E, F, G. Is it H for the next one? No, there isn't H. Because in music, we only use the letters from A to G. Once we have reached G, we go back to A. But now the notes are at a higher pitch. Okay, and then it follows after A would be B, C, D, E, F, and G. Now some of you must have noticed that there are two sets of C, D, E, F, G here. One here and the other one here. Well, the notes here, even though they have the same letter name, the ones here are of a higher pitch. So sometimes we can call them high C, high D, high E, high F, and high G as well. And these will be called low C, low D, low E, low F, and low G. So there you go. These are all the notes that we need to know for our on the staff. Before we go today, I would like you to see one thing. Sometimes you'll see notes like this. All of them are they line or space notes? That's right, they are space notes and they fall in the first space. So what note is this? Excellent, that's an F, because when they are space notes, we think of phase. And since this is in the first space, we think of the first letter of phase, and that is F. So all these are F, but they look pretty different, don't they? Well, the first one is what we call a semi-brief F. 4 counts, and it sounds like this. Second one is a dotted minim F. 3 counts. And then we have a minim F, and that's 2 counts long only. Followed by a crotchet F, 1 count. And finally, we have quaver F. TT, right? So it sounds much quicker, right? The notes are shorter. So there you go. All these are Fs, and they are F of different note values. So the note value doesn't really change the letter name. So it just tells us how long to play the note for. There you go. So this is what we have for notes on the staff. I hope all of you will enjoy reading notes and playing music. See you next time.